Oops. Sorry. Thought of something. I don't know what they're called. If they're called the Tigers, the Bears, like.
I think it's just A21.
I think so too. You didn't see anything. Right?
It's A21.
Easy for them so to read on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
Right? That's great. Oh.
Last he did his reps already.
watch out for the cameraman. Get him in space.
Yep, yep. Just, and you can talk during the play too, but as soon as there's a whistle, that's your time. And so, just like you did in football, the tackles and things like that, when there's a goal scored or something, if, I'm kind of going like this, or vice versa, Well, hello SAC Nation and hockey fans everywhere. We're live from LeBure Family Arena on the campus of stunning St. Andrews College in Aurora, Ontario. Tonight, your Saints take on the A21 Academy Prep School from Windsor, Ontario. I'm Norm Fenning, along with colorman Lachlan McTagg, cameraman Nolan Michaelberger, and producer Matt Wyatt. Lachlan, this A21 team is full of non-Ontario and international players.
Yeah, you said it, Norm. A21 based out of Windsor, Ontario. But a lot of players here from Australia, Iceland, Czech Republic, and Russia. A lot of international students on this roster.
So, neat opportunity here for the spectators at home and the St. Andrews team here to take on this A21 Academy prep team. Again, your Saints in the familiar white and red going left to right across the screen. A21 in black and white uniforms, and we are underway. Jack Barr moves the puck up to Galata. Galata takes a shot on net, and that's saved by number 1 Hardy Weissman, goaltender for the A21 team. Puck behind his net, gathered by Ethan Landry. Landry gets the half wall. There's a shot from Hillier. That one's handled as well by Weissman. The puck is finally cleared all the way down the ice, and we have our first icing of the game.
Great first possession by the Saints, getting the zone of A21 and getting a couple shots in early. Number 3 for the Saints, Vincent Virgilio, is a grade 10, making his varsity hockey Saints debut tonight. Big night for him.
For sure, Lachlan. Face-off will come to the left of goaltender Hardy Weissman from Stratford, Ontario. Puck goes to the half wall, battled by 2 Saints. Puck comes back to the point. There's a shot that was off the stick of Donnelly. That one was handled as well by Weissman. Puck is kept in the zone, however. Aricho over to his partner Donnelly. Dumped diagonally in the corner, chased down by O'Brien. Good possession here for the Saints. Back to the blue line, dumped into O'Brien again. O'Brien over to the far side. There's a shot from point, loose in front. That's gathered up and simply iced down the puck again. And Lachlan, great start for the Saints.
Absolutely. Josh Arico manning the blue line there. New grade 11 student incoming, played for the Toronto Red Wings last year in the GTHL Cup finalists against the Don Mill Flyers. Great possession.
So you mentioned, Lachlan, the international flavor for this A21 team. Players from the Czech Republic, Austria, Russia, Iceland, and Germany. As well as I believe a couple players from Quebec as well. Puck is dumped into the Saints, and we have 3 icing calls within less than 2 minutes.
Saints have been really heavy on the forecheck of the A21 team. Not let them get any time or space, so they don't have any options. They just throw it out.
So third line out there for Coach Manning for the Saints, Power, Draper, and Ertl. Draw is won by Power back to the point. There's a shot by Bray, and that's knifed over to the side by Weissman. Puck stays in the zone, however. Saints again all over it. Draper working hard, gets it over the far side. Pinching in is Matt Roy. Puck goes over his stick. And Jack Bray from Aurora, Ontario, back to get it. He headmans the puck, and here come the Saints the other way. There's a shot. That one's blocked. All kind of problems for A21 here. Back come the Saints from the near side, and looking to cross that pass was Alex Power, and that one's broken up. They keep the possession. There's another shot. Lots of traffic in front of goaltender Hardy Weissman. Puck comes back to the point. Jack Bray gets it in front. Puck is loose. All kind of trouble here for A21. They simply dump it out again as Matthew Roy gets it for the Saints, dumps it in, and he'll go for a change. Great possession from the Saints. And A21 clear the zone, but just, and it gets dumped. No, Jack Barr decides to take it for a skate. Smooth skating Jack Barr out of the local Newmarket, Ontario. Dumps it in a little too far, and that'll be the first icing against the Saints.
Saints need to keep doing what they're doing. Get in on the forecheck and pressure A21. They don't know what to do with the puck when the Saints forecheck down on them hard.
So this A21 Academy prep school is from Windsor. They're a new school. They were founded in 2012, and they compete in the Ontario Federation of Independent Schools. Taking the face-off for them is Jordan Gulateri. He wins the draw. They dump it into the zone. Saints go back to get it. Jack Barr, who's still on the ice. Nice breakout pass there. That's gobbled up by Alex Atwell.
Great move by
And
Atwell.
he takes it the other way. Atwell for a skate through the neutral zone to Barr. Barr with a diagonal dump. Lofts it high in the air. Gives teammate Liam Taylor time to get there. And another good possession for the Saints, who are all over this A21 team in their own zone. Virgilio leaves it for Jack Barr. Jar with another nice pass to Mason Wright. Wright dumps it in, and he'll go for a change. Puck is handled by Hardy Westman. Starts the breakout himself. He got that one out to Sukup, but it was a little too far for him. Goes all the way back in the Saints zone. They'll have to break it out again. And that's about the closest we've ever had a puck up here in the gondola, I think, Lachlan.
First game, already got a puck up close.
Should have told you to wear a helmet.
Honestly. I think we need a couple cages up here, Norm.
So Lachlan, of course, did some play-by-play with me for the Saints' first football team. And I believe you're going to try some play-by-play in the second period tonight, Lachlan.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Back in the Saints, Hillier gains the zone. That puck's knocked off his stick. And A21 tries to get something going here as number 18 for them dumps the puck into the zone. That's Sukup. Chases it. The Saints come right out with it, and here's Hillier. Hillier, who's got Landry with him, decides to drop it back. That's played in front. Galata tries to chip it at the net. Didn't get as much composite on that as he would have liked to. And the Saints start again. There's Galata to the blue line, but no further. Ethan Landry gets it caught up in his skates, and eventually Donnelly ends up with it behind the Saints zone with 15:42 left to go here in the first.
Donnelly's another one of the Saints' smooth skating defensemen, a grade 11 student.
Good yeoman's work there by the Saints, keeping that in as they got a line change. Freshly onto the ice, getting it in front of the net. Nothing there, though, for the Saints, and A21 comes out with it. Carrying the puck up the ice is Ponichel. He dumps it in, chases it himself. Ponichel behind the net, looking for options, and there are none there as he's bumped off by Jack Bray. Bray, nice lead-out pass up to Caragello. Caragello on near side takes it in front, and he looked like he was trying to go through the 5-hole there. Hardy Westman shuts the door, and the puck is cleared out, and there is another icing. I think that's at least the fourth icing call here against the A21 Academy prep.
A21's got to try to limit these odd man rushes. Eventually the Saints are going to beat you. The amount of skill up front, they can't let this happen.
Yeah, a lot of pressure from the Saints so far for sure. Taking the face-off is Golatari. He loses it to the Saints. It goes back to Jack Barr. Barr dances along that blue line, tries to dump it in, and that goes off the leg of number 11. And ends up behind the Saints net. And Lazi Letty, the first time we've mentioned his name, we're already over 5 minutes in the game, from Espoo, Finland, covers that up.
Vincent Virgilio still trying to find his way in this game. He'll settle in and be a really great player for the Saints eventually, though.
So Alex Power along with Justin Ertl and Keenan Draper taking the draw for the Saints. Again, we'd like to say hello to all the old boys who may be watching this game, and in particular the parents and extended families of any of the players. And as always, we invite you, if you're ever on the campus of St. Andrews College and come to see a game here at LeBeer Family Arena, we invite you to come up to the booth here. Say hello, we'd love to meet you. Puck in the Saints zone, and again, another breakout for them. Alex Power over the far side. That was Ertl who dumps it in. And out to play that is Hardy Westman. He's very eager to get out of his net and play that puck.
A bit of a bump from Draper, though. It'll be interesting to see what Westman does in response to.
Alex Power right below us here. Headmans that puck to Draper. Draper dumps it in. Saints on the forecheck. Nice job there by Draper. Again, gets it in front. Saints recollect it and take a shot, and that's handled. That was off the stick, I believe, of Braden Donnelly. And another save for Hardy Westman.
Big Justin Ertl making his presence known in front of there, in on the forecheck hard, creating scoring opportunities. That's what he does.
So the coach of the A21 team is Jeff Pollock. Puck comes back to the point, tried to be dumped in by Josh Aricho, but A21 cleared their zone for the moment. Sukup on the near board takes a shot on the short side. Leslie handles that. Josh Aricho from Vaughan, Ontario starts the breakout for the Saints. Mishandles it for the moment, but plays it up to Mason Wright. Wright loses it, and Knight gets it the other way. Knight, smallest player on the ice. Lee Knight, he from Windsor, Ontario, carries it into the Saints zone. He gets a stick on that one. That's deflected just wide, and it's collected by Braden Donnelly. There was a long pass intercepted and dumped back in by number 77 for A21. That was Aiden Novaco. Saints coming back the other way. Mason Wright tried to get in front. That's broken up. Saints with a lot of possession here haven't had a great scoring opportunity in a while. Gunnar Arson gets to the blue line no further. It's dumped back in, and again, Hardy Westman will play that off the boards. And here comes A21 Prep. They make it to the red line, but no further. Matthew Roy, who has had a great start with the Saints, playing up here on the first team. He's had 4 points so far early in the season, 1 goal and 3 assists. Puck is played up to Mark Hillier. Hillier settles the puck down, tries to get in front. It's knocked down, and Nicholas Reisner from Austria clears the zone for A21. Coming back are the Saints. Galata gets it in front. Oh, he was looking for Hillier, and I believe Hillier was held, and we've got our first penalty of the game.
Great couple moves by Cole Galata in the neutral zone there to get free and create a 2-on-1 with Hillier. Defenseman just held him a little bit and give the Saints the opportunity on the power play. Let's see what they can do.
So that penalty was going in 74, Jordan Galateri. He is the captain of the team. So he is in the box at 8:01 of the first period. That was the first penalty of the game, and Saints get a chance to show off their power play, and that's broken up. And coming back the other way, there's a shot, and nice save by Letty. That came off the stick of number 11, and we apologize. We do not have that number on our score sheet. Back come the Saints the other way. Galata dumps that into Landry. Back to Roy. He takes a shot, and that one is handled again by Hardy Westman.
That was a bit of a tough play at the blue line for Matthew Roy there. He didn't have a whole lot of options. Just tried to thread a pass in for Hillier, and it just got blocked. Tough play along the blue line for a defenseman there.
So face off with the Saints. Number 1 line of Caragello, Baldessaro, and O'Brien. O'Brien in the corner, chasing it behind the net. Good forecheck by O'Brien. He comes up with the puck, is knocked down, but gets right back up on his feet. O'Brien gets it back to the point. Over to this side, Donnelly. Dumps it to Caragello. Caragello tries to play it behind the net. It's broken up. There's a shot from the side. Another shot by Baldessaro, and he scores. Daniel Baldessaro puts the Saints up 1-0.
Great work on the power play from the Saints. That's created from Frankie Caragello coming off the half wall and just feeding Baldessaro down low. No defense in sight, so Baldessaro, if you don't succeed first, try again, and that's what he did. He put it in the top corner.
So at 18:54 of the first, Daniel Baldessaro puts the Saints up 1-0. Baldessaro had 6 points going into today's game, 1 goal and 5 assists. So great job on the forecheck there by the Saints, results in a 1-0 score. Puck is dumped into their zone. Getting back to his feet for the Saints is Donnelly, and they break it out. Caragello carries it in on his backhand, plays it in front, and almost tucking that in was Baldessaro for his second goal. That would have been within 10 seconds. Puck is cleared down the ice, and the Saints will have to regroup.
Daniel Baldessaro, coaches love him because he works so hard. He works his tail off every single shift. He's not afraid to go in the dirty areas, even though he might be smaller than a lot of the other players on the ice. Complements Caragello well on the ice.
Well, 2/3 of that line is from Woodbridge, Caragello and Baldessera, and they connected there to put the Saints up 1-0. Saints on the attack again. Puck is carried behind the net, looking for someone. It's chipped out by number 12, Jacob Archer. He's from Windsor, Ontario, so a local boy for this A21 team. But he goes no farther, and back come the Saints. Power to Ertl, who gets it in front. Nobody there. Game's starting to open up a little bit. Comes all the way back to the center ice zone, and Alex Power will start again. Saints play that forward. Justin Ertl looking back to the point, gets it there. Played over to the far side. That's Virgilio. He fires it in. That's wide, but it's collected by the Saints, and they'll have to regroup. Shot from the point again. Nothing there. And Saints all over this A21 prep team right now with 9:41 left to go in the first. They simply dump the puck out and go for a change. Matthew Roy from Ottawa, Ontario, back to get it for the Saints. Roy doubles back again. Gets it over to Virgilio, and now the Saints break it out. Mason Wright over on the far side, and that will be offside with 9:15 left to go here in the first.
Again, we're talking about the Saints defenseman here. Matthew Roy is just so calm and poised with the puck, even in his own end. Defenseman chasing him down. He looks like nothing's even going on.
Absolutely. Mentioned to you, A21 Academy prep, founded in 2012. St. Andrews founded in 1899. And we'll give you a little bit of a history of St. Andrews College in a moment. They are on the attack again and looking good. Caragello, nice wide pass to Jack Bray, but it bounces over his stick. Bray will retreat and regroup. He gets over to Matthew Roy. Back to Jack Bray. That's a good-looking defense partnership, isn't it, Lachlan?
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Bray and Matthew Roy played together on the York Simcoe Express minor midget team last year. Great pairing for the Saints.
So as I mentioned, with St. Andrews, 1899 they were founded. There's about 650 students here from grade 5 to 12, where their focus is on academic achievement, athletics, and leadership development. And you may or may not know, Lachlan, that this was not the original site of St. Andrews College at that time.
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
I was. St. Andrews relocated to Aurora in 1926 from Rosedale in Toronto.
So the net is knocked off his mooring. You're absolutely correct to a point. So it was first located in the northeast corner of Yonge Street and Roxborough Avenue in Rosedale, moved then in 1915 to the west of McLennan Avenue in Rosedale, and then moved here in 1926. I'm sure you're aware of that too. So, of course, a great tradition here at St. Andrews College, not just for the hockey program, but for the school as well. And if you come to LeBrier Family Arena, you will be, I think, very pleased with the job they've done in the arena here of kind of melding the old and the new. A lot of the traditions exist in this arena, but it's a modern facility with an emphasis on today as well. So I think they've done an incredible job of kind of putting those two concepts together. So Knight with the puck, he chips it and was going to chase it, but decides to go for a change. And the Saints will regroup as Braden Donnelly plays it off the half wall. No one is there. It comes over to the far side to Ethan Landry, who plays it back, and the Saints will try to break it down again. Puck's in front. Letty takes a save. That was the shot off the stick of number 77, Aiden Novaco, who is from Windsor, Ontario.
That's interesting that the net came off for the second time. That mooring has again come off multiple times now in this first period, so it'll be interesting to see going down the road, especially the second period, since A21 goaltender will have to occupy that net.
So face-off won by the Saints. Goes behind the net. Good job of forechecking there by Tarasenko, Val Tarasenko from Novosibirsk, Russia. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. I'm sure I did. Puck is dumped into Saints zone. Back for it is Jack Barr. Barr plays it over to the far side to Ethan Landry. Nice breakout again. Mark Hillier carries himself. That's broken up smartly by Noel Eschenberger. He is from Austria. Cole Galata. I guess you have to give it to these A21 coaching staff. They're going to have to deal with a lot of different languages and cultural issues, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Saints coming back again. That was Captain Mark Hillier with the back pass. That's broken up, but they keep possession. Charging up the ice was Baldessera. He's forechecking, if you can believe it, the goaltender. Puck's played in front. There's a shot, and they score. Great effort there, and the shot from Jack Bray, and the Saints are up 2.
I believe that's Jack Bray's first ever varsity hockey goal. Keep the puck, ladies and gentlemen. Great moment for him. I've known Jack since we were 10 years old.
Really?
We've both been in classes together since grade 5 here.
Oh, that's great.
Really happy for him.
And you called it. So you can both share in the moment as well. So Jack Bray at 13:23 of the second here. Jack, of course, from Aurora, Ontario. Very happy for him. Sure his family is as well. Puck comes all the way back again to goaltender Hardy Westman, who was out in the net shortly before that goal. He's very eager to do that, as we mentioned before, to try to play the puck. Certainly an advantage to have a goaltender that likes to handle and move the puck. Great advantage for his defenseman. Jack Bray, the goal scorer, back to get it, plays it over to Matthew Roy, his defense partner. Roy's taken out along the half wall, but he gets support from Frankie Caragello. And Saints again trying to break this out. Puck comes back to the point. Robidai shoots it in, takes a hit for his troubles from Caragello. And Caragello comes back with it now. He's got Baldessera cutting to the middle of net. Caragello, a little tweener between his own legs, takes it to the half wall. And that is eventually taken by number 2, Oliver Robida. Puck is cleared in. Reichner plays it in front. Nobody there for A21. And back come the Saints. Kieran Draper from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, gets knocked down right back on his feet. Good dexterity there. Saints get it right in the high slot, and that puck just wouldn't settle down for Braden Donnelly, but they keep possession. Josh Aricho also has a bouncing puck. He has to clear it off the blue line, and Pollock ends up with it for A21. Nice pass to Knight plays it in front. Nobody there for A21 as they're halfway through a line change. Nifty move there by Knight, plays it in front. Again, nobody there, and Draper dumps it off the wall, chases it down himself. Draper looks in front. That was a great play there by Alex Power, using his body to shield the defender, and actually got a good scoring opportunity off that pass from Draper. Alex Power again. Surveys the scene, takes the puck for a little skate, dumps it back in. That's broken up by A21. Knight with the puck. He had no momentum though, has to start it going again. Tries to dump it in, doesn't get any depth. And the Saints gobble that up with 4 minutes left here in the first. Jack Barr takes it behind his own net. We're going to have a penalty. And we're going to have a cross check. And that is our second penalty of the game. That one's going to go against the Saints, and that's Jack Barr.
Bit of a tough break there for the Saints, and Jack Barr specifically. Jack Barr just got his stick popped, puck loose, and he just tried to knock over Knight there, but ended up taking a big cross check to the back there.
So Jack Barr at 15:55 of the first is in the box, and we'll get our first look at the A21 Academy prep power play. Puck goes into the corner. Matthew Roy blasts off the side wall, but that's kept in by Riley Powick. Puck played in front. There's a shot. Letty got that pad down on the short side off the stick of Archer. Pollock over to the far side, gets it back. Pollock, it goes over his stick and over the blue line. Good pressure there by Mark Hillier from Labrador City, Newfoundland.
A21 uses a similar power play structure to the Saints, so it'll be interesting to see how they both work.
Archer carries it to the blue line no further. Anders tried to get it in, and there was offside. Explain what you mean by that, Lachlan.
So the Saints and A21 both use an umbrella or 1-3-1 formation power play, and it's used by basically every NHL team, and it's a very effective structure and a very effective power play when done correctly. Also look for the Saints to be aggressive on the penalty kill, really challenging the top guy on this power play.
So Baldessari's out there with Landry, Oricho, and Donnelly trying to kill this penalty off. 1:20 left in the penalty to the Saints. Back comes A21. Tarasenko gains the line. He's a big man. He takes a shot that goes off a leg into the corner, but they regain possession. Saints come up with it, and dumping it down the ice is Baldessari, who's had a great first period here for the Saints. That puck is broken up as well by Oricho, and A21 having all kinds of trouble here trying to generate scoring opportunities. Robidas at the half wall, nifty move there, plays it in front, there's a shot! Oh, and Tarasenko with a great pass rink wide, and that was just missed by number 18 for A21. And Saints dump the puck down with 30 seconds left in the penalty, 2:30 left in the period.
Saints for sure dodged a bullet on that play.
Golateri gains the zone. Good skating player, stops at the half wall. They set up that umbrella offense that you mentioned, Lachlan. Puck comes back to the point. There's a shot that's deflected in the corner. Chased down by number 11. And we don't have that number. Archer gets it to the high slot, takes a shot, and that is high over the net. But they regain possession. The best they've looked so far this period, I would say, for A21. Puck is loose in the slot. Saints get it, they dump it out, and they'd like a change if they could. Two of them can. Jack Bray with the puck, and he'll clear the zone for the Saints. And the penalty is over, so the Saints do a good job of killing that one off. Puck is cleared out, and William Healy gets it over to Chen. Chen on the short side, fans on the puck. He is taken into the boards. Looks like there's going to be a penalty going against to A21, and I think that was against number 55, William Healy. And I'm mistaken, that's going against Mason Wright. And Healy. No, I'm sorry, Healy is going to the box. He cross-checked the Saints player in front of the net. And we thought maybe the officials missed it, but of course,
yeah, for sure,
they were doing their job.
It looked to us up here, Norm, like Mason Wright was going to get it, because Mason Wright came barging in and looked like bumped Healy off his feet and into the boards from behind, so it looked like Wright might have got a penalty there, but
well, Wright was also heading to the penalty box. I think he thought he had a penalty. Nevertheless, Saints on the power play with 1:25 to go in the period. They control it along the blue line. Puck comes over to Draper. Draper playing the point here. Draper steps in, passes it to the corner. That's played in front. That was Justin Ertl playing that puck in front. Nothing there. Puck goes into the far corner. Saints come up with it. Jack Barr plays that back to the point. Saints setting up that 1-3-1. Draper gets in front, looking for a deflection. It was, but just wide. Puck comes back to the point again for the Saints. Alex Power, who's also playing the point for this power play. Power waits, takes a shot that's high and wide. It's chased down by Jack Barr. Barr in the corner. Gets it back to Power again. That shot is blocked by number 18. And shot down the ice, and they'll go for a change with 25 seconds left in the period. Should the Saints not score, they'll have approximately 25 seconds to start the second period on the power play. So just 15 seconds left here to go. Puck has cleared up one last shot for the Saints. Cole Galata lays that back for Oricho. It's cleared over the blue line, and that will be about it. So after one, your Saints are up on the A21 Academy prep team 2-0. Your goal scorers for the Saints, first goal was number 19, Daniel Baldessera. That was at 18:54 at the first. And Jack Bray at 13:23 were your goal scorers. 3 penalties, 1 against the Saints, 2 against the A21 prep team, as my partner Lachlan McTagg makes his way down to the Saints bench to do an interview. So a very cold, rainy, kind of dull day today here at Aurora. Great day to be in the rink and watch a hockey game. Again, I believe this is the Saints' third exhibition game. Their first game they tied with St. Michael's College. And the second game they defeated the PGHL All-Stars in a large win for the Saints. Looks like Lachlan is just about ready to go with his interview.
Hey Norm, it looks like the players are declining the interview right now.
Wow. Well, there must be a good reason for that. I don't remember that happening before, but Lachlan is being persistent. I see he's following the players right into the change room, so good reporting there by Lachlan. So we have executive producer Matt Wyatt with us on the air. And Matt, you are kind of the founder of this program and the class that runs it. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, thanks, Norm. Well, I can't take credit for founding the broadcast here at the varsity hockey team. Coach Manning certainly got that started, and Coach Papalia really continued it last year when we started doing this with him. And this year, Coach Gate has taken over those duties. And good thing I don't have to talk anymore. It looks like Lachlan has one of the players coming to the bench.
Well, we always enjoy hearing you talk, Matt. And you're doing a tremendous job with your students and getting this program. I mean, every year I've been associated with it, it seems to get bigger and better and more involved. And there is a lot of effort, I know, that goes into it.
Well, these guys have been fantastic, including Lachlan today, who's doing a great job and certainly did at the homecoming football game as well. But hopefully we can throw to him as soon as he turns to us and lets us know he's ready. Okay, I think he's just turned on his mic.
Or Daniel Baldessera. Daniel, you scored one in the first. What was going through your mind on the play?
So we were on the power play. Frankie gave it to me down low, and I walked out. They gave me time and space. I shot it. Goalie popped out a rebound, and then I had a second chance, and I put it upstairs, and it was a good goal.
So how can you guys keep this momentum and keep the same energy on the forecheck in the second?
You know, we have quick feet right now. We are blowing them into the neutral zone and offensive zone, and we're getting pucks deep, and we're working really hard and getting chances, work the D, getting shots on net, and just keep working our feet.
Finally, last question here. How's life as a grad here at SAC?
It's a lot of work, you know, a lot to live up to. It's not too bad. Teachers are easier on you, but the workload's the same, but overall it's good.
Thanks. Good luck in the second.
Thanks.
Well, life is always good when the teachers are easy on you, so we're happy for that for Mr. Baldessera, and great job, Lachlan McTagg. Again, Saints are up 2-0, and hold tight. We'll be back soon with the second. being played by you'll be played by okay. So is he a boarder? He is, but he works. Yes. lineups, it's all one card. Yeah. And this one's working off one thing. Yeah. And it gives the advantage of all kinds of systems working for it. All right. Enough room? You have enough room?
And welcome back for the second period of this game between A21 and St. Andrews College. SAC up 2-0. Start of the second period. Chipped high up in the air, recovered by Mark Hillier. Defenseman Matthew Roy goes back behind his own net, over to the bar. Cross ice pass to Hillier. Saints come in 3-on-2. Shot by Galata, save by goaltender Hardy Westman, now controlled by the Saints. Here's Barr, shot on net, tip by Galata in front, just wide of the net. Now Galata has it back behind the net, throws it in front. But Jordan Gualtieri takes that away and dumps that in. And A21 ices the puck.
So the Saints had approximately 25 seconds to start the second period on the power play. They had a bit of an opportunity there, but kind of difficult to get it going with such a short period of time.
Cariagello take the face off. Back in the corner, Gunderson has the puck. Great pressure by Baldessera in the corner. Cycles it back down low for O'Brien. O'Brien out in front to Cariagello. Frankie Cariagello behind the net. Up to Josh Arico at the point. Arico gets a shot through. Tipped on goal by Baldessera. And held by Hardy Westman.
Saints seem to really be making an effort, Lachlan, to get traffic in front of goaltender Hardy Westman. That time it was Devlin O'Brien, and you can tell he doesn't enjoy it. He's doing his best, using his blocker and his stick to try to create some space in front.
Absolutely. Also, credit to the Saints defenseman getting a lot of pucks through to the net. As I believe that was an offside there on the Saints. Face off just outside the blue line.
So again, this early in the preseason, leading the Saints in points is Hillier with 9, 5 goals and 4 assists.
Hillier is going to be a big player for them this year. Obviously, his third year on the Saints. He played his rookie season as a grade 10 full-time. Great achievement for Mark. Controlled by Arico. Pass to Cariagello. Intercepted now here. Baldessera's got it back. Now O'Brien's got it behind the net. Cycles it down low to Cariagello. Frankie Cariagello got some time. Shot. Saved by Hardy Westman. Great save there. Great look for Cariagello. Here's Donnelly. Floats one just wide of the net. Nobody home for the Saints. Puck bounced up in the air. Controlled now by Braden Donnelly. Pass to Keenan Draper there. Chip didn't quite work out for Cariagello. Donnelly reverse bank pass. Ended up on the stick of Keenan Draper. And the Saints will go back in on the forecheck, led by Alex Power. Power forces the turnover. Draper recovers the puck. Draper tried the move in the corner. Now recovered Alex Power out in front of the net. Rips a shot right over the net. Great look there for the Saints. Now recovered by number 12, Jacob Archer. Great move by Matthew Roy. And A21 is offside there.
So long duration there between whistles. Saints have some beautiful skaters. I think of Cariagello in particular that can just create opportunities out of seemingly nothing.
Absolutely.
Just off that skating ability.
Absolutely. And the Saints defensemen, too, are excellent skaters. And you really have to be a great skater if you're a defenseman in today's game.
Well, I know Coach Manning, and he's a real student of coaching. He, I believe he has a new position within the school this year where, in layman's terms, he's helping to coach the coaches, and he is a very forward thinker and very up-to-date on the latest research on coaching. And one of the things he looks at in coaching this team is decision-making and skills as opposed to just a a set standard A to B to C approach to coaching.
Absolutely. If you want to find out more, as Matthew Roy gets in a little bit of a mix-up with Gualtieri, as he got hammered behind the net there, Matthew Roy did. Matthew Roy usually keeps his head about him, but if he's angry, he sure can be one angry fella on the ice there. He's not afraid to mix it up.
Well, looks like he's going to the box for the Saints. So Matthew Roy in the box for the Saints. They've got 4 minutes up on the clock. I don't know if that's accurate or not, and it appears to be accurate. So Matthew Roy in the box for 4 minutes.
Now here's Virgilio who controls and sends it back down to the A21 end. Hardy Westman back to play the puck. Right behind to Tarasenko now as they come out of their own zone. Tarasenko skating out with the puck. Beats a couple defenders. Here's Knight, 2-on-1. Developing, shot by Knight, wide of the net. Robida controls for A21. Pass blocked by Jack Barr. Barr's got 2 defenders draped all over him, does his best there. Cleared by Mason Wright, and look at Jack Barr flying up the ice. A 3-on-1 short-handed opportunity for the Saints. Barr, gets taken out by defenseman Gunnar Arson. Great job by Arson to disrupt that 3-on-1 rush there. Wow.
Well, there is a great discrepancy in size in that line between Tarasenko and Lee Knight. So Tarasenko, 6'2", 185 pounds. Lee Knight, 5'4", 125 pounds, but both very effective.
Absolutely. Lee Knight's been a really key player in the forecheck this game too. Caused Jack Barr to take a silly penalty in the first period there. Gave A21 a chance on the power play. And here's Gualtieri in the corner now. Donnelly tries to take him out with a hip check. Got a piece of him there. Up to the blue line now. A21 controls. Now Gualtieri has it on the half wall here. They set up the 1-3-1. Now Pollock. One-timer just wide of the net. And out of the zone now as they regroup. Intercepted by Galata. Pass up the middle. Galata passes back to defenseman Josh Arico. And Arico, he just hit the skate of Mark Hillier there. And that is going to be offside on A21 as Gualtieri just couldn't get off the ice in time.
It's a very aggressive penalty kill by the Saints. Aggressive in their own zone and certainly looking to transition when that puck is turned over. As you mentioned, a 3-on-1 there, Lachlan. Short-handed 3-on-1 gives you a bit of an idea of the aggressive nature of that penalty kill.
Absolutely. A lot more teams now are moving less from the passive style and more to aggressive and challenging the defenseman on this power play. Just to put pressure on them and make them move the puck. Now pass to Tarasenko as he shakes off a defender. Shakes off 2 defenders, actually. Tarasenko still going. He had a 4-on-1 at one point behind the net there. Wow. Great effort by Tarasenko, who has it again behind the net. Tries and feed it. And here's Daniel Baldessera again, breaking away. Let's see if Landry can catch up. Baldessera just couldn't quite feed it to Landry, and he chipped the puck wide of the net. Landry's got to get back now. Here's Robida with the puck coming in across the blue line. Shot gobbled up by Lassi-Letty, and a little bit of an extra shot there by Robida.
Lassi-Letty, looking very strong in net again for the Saints, and this early in the season he's got a 1.92 goals against average, 93% save average. His partner Stevenson, 292 goals against and a 90% save average. So it looks like Coach Manning is rich again in resources as far as goaltending goes for this year's Saints.
Yes, absolutely. The Saints were lucky to have Lassi-Letty as a backup last year as a grade 11 student. Played very well, backing up graduating now player Dante Fernandez. Here's Gualtieri across the line. Oh, wow, what a one-timer there. Just wide of the net by Daniel Chen. Excuse me, that's Arson, number 5. My mistake. And cleared by Braden Donnelly. The Saints haven't given up much on this 4-minute power play. Here's Archer now on the stretch pass. Blocked by Donnelly. Archer on the half wall again. Sauced up to Robida. Robida makes a nice move in front, and there's a crowd there, but nothing happened there. Cleared by the Saints. Alex Power dumps it back in to the A21 end. Here's Sean Horn now over to Robida. Robida gains the zone. A couple defenders all over him. Gets popped a little bit there by Jack Barr. Jack Barr's another one of those guys that's not afraid to mix it up with anyone. He's shown that he can get in those dirty areas with people all the time. Now here's Tarasenko over to Lee Knight. Coming in 3-on-2. Pass got disrupted there. Picked up by Justin Ertl. Ertl flips it to Draper. Draper and Ertl coming in 2-on-1. Draper shot saved by Hardy Westman. Now here's Draper along the half wall. Draper just taken out there. Good defense. Kept in by Barr. Ertl down low on the half wall. Ertl trying to feed it in front for Barr, and it just got deflected. Barr couldn't corral that. Now Barr controlling on the half wall. Thrown up to Arico, and that pass just missed, and watch out, Arico's got to hurry. Here's number 18 in front of the net, and oh my, Lee Knight just put that wide in front of the net. Dangerous opportunity there. All created off of just a tiny missed pass there. It really just shows you how the play can go either way so quickly. Nice move by Draper. Finally disrupted by Johnson there, number 9. Pollock was slashed there by Ertl. Oh, and Justin Ertl takes a big run there. Ertl, a huge body up front for the Saints. He's a grade 11 student this year, rookie on the team. Here's Liam Taylor, feeds it off to Alex Atwell. Atwell from Thunder Bay, Ontario, actually. He's coming from way up north. Now back to Matthew Roy, who's back on the ice after serving his 4-minute penalty. Roy, just a simple little play, dumping it into the corner there. Atwell on the forecheck. Disrupted there by number 25, Mason Wright on that forecheck. The Saints, again, are very aggressive on this forecheck. Only sending one man in, but they really try and force you up the middle and try and catch you there. There's Liam Taylor with the hit as it's dumped in. Matthew Roy getting, looks like he got the stick caught under him a bit. Look at Liam Taylor out there just running around. Going out there hitting guys here. Liam Taylor's a grinder type player. This fourth line, same with Mason Wright. They're both not afraid to get in the dirty areas and really grind it all out. Here's Atwell again in the forecheck. Engages him. Kept in by Virgilio on and just missed pass there over to Matthew Roy. Good intentions there because Roy had a wide open side there. Just missed the pass. Off the glass, hit a stanchion, and Atwell will just corral it at center. Off to young Vincent Virgilio. He just misses Landry, but they're saying no icing. It deflected off Landry's skate. Landry back in on the forecheck against Robida. Forced a turnover right in front of the net, and Galata can't convert there. Galata and Hillier 2-on-0 in front of the net. That's a really dangerous opportunity for the Saints.
Well, Lachlan, what an opportunity for you. This is your first period with play-by-play. We just went through all 4 lines of both teams without a whistle.
Yeah.
So great effort on your part because you didn't get a lot of breaks. Saints, of course, fought off that 4-man penalty, so they are perfect on the night on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and it actually looks like Liam Stevenson is suiting up, so it looks like they will split the game between Lethe and Stevenson, which would be great for him to get some action in his grade 11. Shot by Hillier, dangerous opportunity in the A21 end, and a shot by Barr going straight through. Gobbled up by Hardy Westman.
Well, here comes the aforementioned Liam Stevenson, class of 2021 from Barrie, Ontario. He, as we mentioned, has looked very good. He's got a 90% save average so far this year. A little smaller in stature, but no smaller in heart than the goaltender that he is replacing, Lazzy Letty.
Absolutely. Stevenson's second year at the school, obviously, as you mentioned, from Barrie, Ontario, played for the York Simcoe Express last year, as a number of these Saints players, these new Saints players played last year. Great play by Arico along the wall. Out in front, and O'Brien was looking there. Great feed by Frankie Cariagello there, just tapping it in. Great touch. As the game goes on, Norm, we really see that Frankie Cariagello can really do it all out there for the Saints. He really is their biggest impact player.
Well, again, I think it all starts with skating with Frankie. I think most of the game of hockey comes down to skating. I mean, you can have a great shot, you can, be a great stick handler and everything else, but it begins and it ends with skating. And as we mentioned earlier in the game, Frankie can make things happen in small spaces. The other thing is he can get to top speed in just a couple of strides, and speed kills.
Absolutely. In today's day and age, speed really does kill. You look at players like Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, their biggest attribute is their speed.
Well, I think that's one change hockey has undergone, and of course change usually starts at the top and works its way down, but the game has certainly become faster and more skillful, and I know the older fans of the game may argue that things were better in some ways in the day, but I love this new brand of hockey.
Great movement here by the Saints, and great shifty move from Cariagello's shot. Looks like it hit a body or a stick in front, deflected on goal. Arico and Donnelly manning the points very well, both two grade 11 students this year. Arico winds up blocked by number 92. Nicholas Reisner with the block, excuse me. Oh, great cross-ice feed from Donnelly there to Cariagello. Cariagello was tapping his stick for it, just missed it. And Reisner will clear, but not very far because Donnelly gets it back. 3-on-3 in zone for the Saints, now 4-on-3 with Draper coming off the bench. Power in the corner now, back up top to O'Brien. Power back in on the forecheck. Great keep from Donnelly. That's a couple key keep-ins for Braden Donnelly on this shift alone.
Yep,
great job
great
by
effort.
him.
And there is an icing. Going against A21, it'll come all the way back. So the Saints in action again this coming Saturday and Sunday, I believe. So games starting to heat up now for the Saints as they prepare for their new season. This, of course, being just another exhibition game tonight.
Absolutely. The fall term is coming to an end. Fall sports are wrapping up. Playoffs are underway. That means it's almost hockey season here.
And your volleyball team is doing very well. You're a member of the first volleyball team, Lachlan?
Yes, we are. We have our semifinal match Friday, Bedard Gym against St. Mike's. Should be a good match. We beat them a couple weeks ago at Bedard Gym. We're hoping to advance to the final. Jack Bray with a good rub out on the boards. Here's Alex Power winding up out of his own zone. Over to Draper. Saints come in 3-on-3. Draper just loses an edge there, but it's okay. Power got them with the puck support. Draper back up to the line for Virgilio. Virgilio looks for Roy. Roy gets his shot through. Good shots. Saved by Westman. Recovered by Justin Ertl. Great recovery there. Back up to Virgilio. Walks the line. Shot saved by Hardy Westman.
So as we mentioned, the Saints back in action again next weekend. You mentioned, Lachlan, the fall sports season's coming to an end. And, of course, the students here at St. Andrews College have to play a minimum of 2 sports seasons.
Yes, they do. That's one of the things that makes St. Andrews so special, is that every student has some athletic component to them, as well as additional academic and arts components as well. So they really focus on making every student well-rounded in academics, arts, and athletics. Coming in, it was Atwill, just tried to make his way through now. Now Sokup and Barr in a foot race, and Barr goes down, and so here's Sokup behind the net. Feeds it out in front. No one home. Tarasenko right. Mason right on him. Here's Barr on. Pops Sokup's helmet off for a brief second. That's Noel Eschenberger with the high stick there. Or else Mason Wright may have been on a partial break there.
Yep. I think, Lachlan, if Coach Manning between periods, if he has a criticism of his team, the only thing might be, we should probably be up by more than 2, given the amount of puck possession and scoring opportunities they've had.
You could say that, but a goal is certainly coming with the amount of shots that they are putting on Hardy Westman. eventually it's got to break. They've had some really good opportunities. We mentioned earlier the 2-on-0 between Galata and Hillier in front of the net. They couldn't convert. There's been a couple of opportunities. The more puck possession they have, they're going to get more chances, and it's going to come. And if I were Coach Manning, I'd just say be patient, stick with it. Don't get impatient. You're still up 2 goals.
Yep, good point.
Oh, and Donnelly goes over there. Oh. And Liam Stevenson gets his first shot on goal after a couple of minutes sitting, watching the Saints occupy the puck in A21's end. I mean, if you're the Saints, you obviously want... and great passing play. There we go. Goal scored by number 10, Mark Hillier in front. Great feed by Cole Galata and Josh Arico.
Well, Galata just put it on a plate for Mark Hillier. That'll probably be the easiest goal Mark Hillier scores all year. It was a beauty. And Hillier of Labrador City puts the Saints up 3-0. Beautiful tic-tac-toe passing play by the Saints. See, all we have to do is talk about it, and they'll come up with a goal.
Saints control it now. O'Brien in the middle for Carigello. He'll regroup back. Carigello loves doing this. He loves regrouping until he really sees what he wants, and then he'll wind it up, and he'll just beat you with so much speed. Look at him go here. Great feed by Baldessarius. Carigello in, shoots. Great save by Westman. Again, the Saints have been very consistent on the forecheck, not giving A21 anything. Great hit there by Carigello along. Great keep by Jack Bray. I spoke to Jack briefly in the intermission there, and he was really excited about getting his first career goal. And as I said earlier, we are good friends, so I was able to laugh with him about it, and I was really happy for him. Now developing rush here. Matthew Roy getting the rush. O'Brien. Power. O'Brien. Great glove save by Westman.
Yeah, Westman, no complaints with him in net for sure. He has been solid back there for A21 now. He has probably taken 5 times the number of shots that Leddy and Stevenson have for the Saints, and he's been solid back there.
Absolutely. If you're A21, you need him to be great down the stretch if you're going to get back into this game here with the Saints. Draper out in front. Oh, just missed there. Justin Ertl was waiting for that. It just popped over his stick. Oh, and Stevenson out in a bit of trouble. And they score. Val Tarasenko.
Well, Tarasenko scored it, but Lee Knight was the reason for that goal. Lee Knight chased that puck down, and he really showed his speed. Leddy came out to play the puck. And again, much like the Saints goal, the beneficiary was Tarasenko. And he made no mistake burying that one and putting A21 on the board.
Bit of a tough play there for Stevenson. He is known to be a little bit more of an aggressive goalie, likes to play the puck, but it's just a little bit of indecision there. He's still trying to settle into the game as Draper shot there on Westman.
Yeah, I think that was one of those tweener plays, wasn't it, where the puck was almost sitting in the high slot, and do you go out and do you play it and be aggressive, or do you sit back and it's one of those things. If you make the right choice, you're brilliant. If you didn't, it was, well, why did you do that? I don't think Stevenson made a mistake in doing what he did. It partially was the bounce of the puck, but full credit to A21. Again, Knight was the one that chased that down, and he was the creator of that goal.
A21 now will be on the power play as Keenan Draper got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for what looked like he just accidentally, maybe incidental contact with the goaltender there. He just tapped him, maybe said, hey, how are you? But the ref immediately sent him off.
Well, you've got to protect those goalies, and if that means the odd time calling something that is questionable, I think it's better to err on that side.
Yeah, Draper didn't look too happy with it, obviously, but anyway, the Saints got to kill off a penalty, and here's Justin Ertl. Let's see what he can get going. Got a big shot. Oh. Great play by Gunnar Arson just to get the puck off Ertl there on the partial break.
It looks like there is going to be a slash going against A21, so their opportunity for a power play only lasted about 45 seconds.
That's tough. Slashes are always a little borderline sometimes. Sometimes other refs might call certain slashes, sometimes not, but just a tough break for Arson as he was just trying to catch Ertl and get the puck away from him. He did that, but he unfortunately just took a penalty. 4-on-4 here. Now controlled by A21. Oliver Robida. Missed pass for Tarasenko, and it'll go in on Stevenson, and looks like he's going to cover. Oh, and a quick whistle there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that was, as we said, speed kills for players in terms of performance. Speed kills for officials in a bad way. There is no advantage to a quick whistle there. I think the official anticipated that one, and as you mentioned, Stevenson moved the puck quickly, which would have been advantageous to the Saints.
Instead of now, the Saints had to deal with a D-zone draw. Luckily, they're in A21's end, though. Here's Galata chipping it in. Great move around there. Here's Donnelly. Over to Arico. Arico's got a wide open lane. Tried to feed down low for Hillier. Didn't quite work out. Now the puck's stuck on the back of the net. They're whacking away, and the whistle will go.
To get down to do your interview. So 36 seconds left in the penalty. .238 left to go here in the second.
Pollock controls for A21. Eschenberger up to Lean Knight. O'Brien tried to get a fancy move going there on Eggenberger. Didn't work. Now Carigello in the corner. Has time. He had O'Brien out front for a second. Carigello uses his speed, gets wide. There we go. In front. Donnelly tried to feed Carigello. Didn't quite work out there. Arico. Carigello circles back. He is everywhere tonight, Frankie Carigello is. He's always in on the forecheck, working hard. And again, him and Baldessera. Obviously, Baldessera's not on the ice, but him and Baldessera have made a huge impact tonight. Now here's Arico turning back. Oh, a little bit of a giveaway there from Braden Donnelly in front, but
yeah, that was Martin Sukup right on the doorstep there again, but Liam Stevenson shut the door for the Saints. Saints will freshen it up with a new line here with 1:55 left to go here in the second.
And the Saints will have 39 seconds of power play time remaining. Let's see what they can do with this time. And here's Jack Barr. Atwell now over to Power. And there's Gualtieri's stick fell out of his hand there. Oh, Barr has a partial break now. Gets by defense there and just couldn't work out. Oh, and he tried to bank pass there, but Ertl wasn't home there for the Saints. Back to Barr. Into Draper. Oh, and Draper had Atwell wide open in front of the net, but he just couldn't corral the pass in his skates. Alex Power over to Ertl. In the middle to Barr. One-timer saved by Hardy Westman. Oh, Power over to Ertl on the half wall. 5-on-5 now for the Saints. They got a couple good opportunities. They just had a couple missed passes and they couldn't corral it. Atwell back to Ertl. Ertl looking, turns back. Excuse me, that's Keenan Draper. Tries to feed Jack Barr, doesn't work. Now looked like a potential break there, but didn't quite work out. Controlled by Matthew Roy. Tarasenko in on the forecheck. Over to Chen. Chen behind the net now. Here's Barr.
Puck is cleared and out as Lachlan makes his way down hurriedly to the St. Andrews bench for his in-between period interview with just 25 seconds left to go here in the second. Your Saints are up 3-1 here against the visiting A21 Academy. We have an offside. And just to recap the scoring for you for the Saints, Baldessera and Jack Bray both scoring in the first period. Mark Hillier in the second, and Tarasenko scoring for A21. Tarasenko's probably been the best player on the ice so far for the A21 Academy. Caragello loses that draw to Johnson. Goes behind the net, but the Saints take over from there. Comes back to the point. Shot by Bray. That's wide. Comes all the way over to the far side and out. Gathered up by Matthew Roy. He clears it into the neutral zone, and that will be it. So after 2, your Saints are up 3-1 going into the third period. We mentioned earlier that as students here at St. Andrews College have multiple opportunities, one being that they are required to participate in at least 2 sports. They can certainly play 3 throughout the 3 seasons. But we didn't mention that the staff members here have to also coach at least 2 sports throughout the year. So there's a very vested interest in a strong athletic program here at St. Andrews College. That among all the plethora of other activities going on here too, the different clubs, drama, music, all provided on a beautiful campus with spectacular facilities here at St. Andrews College. So Lachlan has made his way down. It was a bit of a sprint for him to get there. Try to catch the players before they hit the change room. And I believe he has got his player. One of the features we'd like to continue with today's game, first time for this season, is our player of the game, so we will give that to you towards the end of the game, as well as providing the SAC Now media newsletter as well. So I think Lachlan is ready to go.
I'm here with Saints forward Cole Galata. Cole, you and Mark Hillier have been flying out there this game. What have you guys been doing?
Yeah, our chemistry is definitely good. We played together this summer in a Carnaval Valley League up in Toronto, so we got the chemistry there, and it's fun to play with them.
You also are on the varsity soccer team and have had a very successful season this far. How's it been managing playing varsity hockey and varsity soccer?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but it teaches you to manage your time management skills. It teaches you to stay fit, stay in the gym, so it's definitely good, and it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it.
You are also the head of house for Laidlaw House this year. How's that been for you this year?
It's awesome to have a leadership role in the school and to give back to the Saints community. For the little guys too, it's definitely something that I'll look back when I'm older and I'll be thankful for.
Thanks. Good luck in the third.
Well, great job, Lachlan, as usual. So we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with all the action for the third period in just a moment.
I can stand here. It's all good. No, this is.
No, that was great. You know, one thing telecast things, but one thing I try to mention, which is, and I'm not saying together, but it is something I think coaches is don't use the same adjective all the time. Like very often, well, great save, great shot, great. Do you know what I mean? Like you just, it's almost like a fault. And what you're trying to do is just like a good writing. Like you can write a paragraph with the same descriptor all the way through it. So you, and I think that comes with experience, right? Is that you just think of different ways of basically describing sometimes virtually the same play. So that's something I try to run through my mind all the time is what's a different way of describing that.
How's it gonna work here? Do you want to do play-by-play or do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
I like either, honestly.
But you prefer play-by-play.
Both are
Because
honestly.
nobody goes from color to play-by-play and then wants to go back to color again. So why don't you do play-by-play?
Sure?
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure.
Well, it's exciting,
Yeah.
right? There's a little more of an adrenaline rush doing that. Yeah. Okay, so whose set is whose here?
It doesn't really matter.
Does it
I
matter?
used number 2 in the first period. I used number 1 in the second period.
Okay, we'll give me. Is that 2 or 1?
Yeah, this is 2.
Okay, I'll take that.
Sometimes to flash it to him like hard shot, accurate shot, shot. So you don't have to think too hard about the beautiful words and simple words.
Just grab that from me.
I'll just take 2 sheets.
Yeah. And you've got. Have you got the score sheet there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
It's a little bit hard looking down and up at the players' names, but I just try to do my best.
Well, like I said, you don't have to say every player's name.
Yeah.
Right?
I say a lot of the Saints players' names because like
Sure.
I know all of them.
Yeah.
Like
Generalize as the team. Although it's hard to see the A21s.
yeah, just the A21 line. Like they're coming into the A21s. Yeah, it's like
A21 on the attack. There, yeah, you don't have to pluralize it.
yeah.
You don't have a player, it's easy to say Saints on the attack, Saints out of the zone.
I find when you watch a hockey game on TV now, or a football game, you'll listen completely differently now that you do this.
Probably.
Something I listened for I was amazing is there's actually plenty of times when they're not talking. So you never have to feel pressured to say something that's unnecessary. The game speaks for itself sometimes.
Yeah, you find I find it's annoying when people overtalk.
We don't usually do those. Maybe for bigger games with the post-game interviews.
Yeah.
Breaking finals and stuff, that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
If the coach lets us.
I've got a cold, that's why I'm going through these things. So,
Yeah, the best thing.
I couldn't find any more, so I had to go with the others. Yeah.
And welcome back for the third period. Saints up 3-1. Controlled by number 6, Matthew Roy, up to Draper. Lost glove there with one of the members of the A21 team. Here's Ertl, down low to Draper. Fed it on in front. And Alex Power just couldn't corral that for a second. Quick shot by Matthew Roy. Saved by Hardy Westman. Now a whistle.
And I think we might have a hook going against A21, and it looks like making his way to the box. We'll wait till he turns here. His jersey is a little askew. Is Jordan Galatari from Windsor, Ontario, going in the box for a hook early here in this third period.
Yeah, the Saints have a great opportunity early in this third period to show off the power play. A21 clears down on Liam Stevenson. Power pressured hard by Sukup. Power escapes that. Power onto Barr. There's Jack Barr in over the... Barr still, toe drag. Great move by Barr and great save by Hardy Westman. Back up top to Power. Cross ice didn't quite work. Here's Justin Ertl. Power a shot, gets it through, hit the outside of the net. Through a double screen, what looked like. Here's Ertl. Ertl, had Barr down low. Intercepted there. And Alex Power doesn't have a stick. Here's a break for A21. And the puck just went on edge there. Now cleared back in Tarasenko, and Barr will get a penalty.
Well, prior to that, goalie Stevenson, it was a very similar play, wasn't it, to that goal that Tarasenko scored where the puck was played in front, and you could tell Stevenson, you could almost read his mind. Do I go out of the net again to try to play that puck or not? That time he decided to stay home, made the save, but in the conclusion of all of that, the Saints take a penalty, and we will have some 4-on-4 hockey here. A lot of ice time for Tarasenko.
Absolutely. And behind the net, Roy. Now to Jack Bray. Jack Bray looking saucer feed for O'Brien. Just didn't work out there. Saints in on the forecheck. That's... Archer lost the puck there for a second, and Bray clears it back down into the corner. Pollock clears it out for Tarasenko. Here goes Tarasenko 1-on-2 against Roy and Bray. Roy with a great poke check there on Tarasenko. Here's Oliver Robida. Robida in across the blue line against Jack Bray. Blocked. Feeds it for Frankie Cariagello. And Cariagello back in his own end has tons of room. A21 giving him a lot of space here. And look at this kid go.
Well, 4-on-4 was made for him.
Wide open ice. Cariagello taking advantage. Drops it off for Arico. Arico wide open. And saved by Westman.
Yep, Westman standing tall there outside the blue ice, making that save. Again, Cariagello, when there's 4-on-4 on the ice, there's more ice, and boy, that's all he needs to get it going.
Should be interesting to see Mark Hillier out here too. Mark Hillier is another guy who can really get it going. A21 probably won't want to give him a whole lot of space. Pollock behind the net. Hillier pressing, gives it off to Gunnar Arson. Arson had that intercepted by Baldessera in the neutral zone there. The Saints staying fairly back now. Baldessera pressuring Pollock at the Saints blue line. Pollock in the neutral zone. Arson just rips that around the boards there. Here's Gualtieri, who's now out of the box. Now Rico will clear that down as the Saints continue to kill this penalty. Stretch pass to Anders. In the Saints zone now is Archer. Archer had that pass stripped by Galata. Galata flips it ahead. Here goes Ethan Landry in alone. Saved by Hardy Westman.
Landry almost put the rebound in. He just ran out of real estate there, but almost got the second chance.
Ethan Landry, one of the speedier forwards on this team. Very fast. Ethan Landry also plays baseball. In alone for Keenan Draper. Draper shoots, and it hit the outside of the net there. Great chance for Draper there. Who, in case any of you are wondering, is indeed the son of former NHLer Chris Draper, which is quite interesting. Keenan is in grade 12 this year. Now that's Galata working hard against Eggenberger there. Now here's Landry. Landry gets it up to the point for Virgilio. Virgilio over to Roy. Roy blocked there by number 92, Nicholas Reisner. Roy controls back off to Virgilio. Virgilio, very poised defenseman for a young 15-year-old playing at the varsity level. Now Roy will wind it up through the neutral zone, get in the zone. Oh, and a pass just didn't work out for Draper there. Went right by him. Now Power with the Gualtieri all over him. Here's Alex Power through the neutral zone. Off to Ertl. Ertl in across. Ertl cuts across. Shot. Blocked. Now Horn will try to clear, and Donnelly holds it in. Not before going out of play off of Archer.
So a decent enough crowd we've got here again for a Sunday night game here at LeBeer Family Arena. A lot of parents, grandparents, and girlfriends here in the stands, as there usually is.
Absolutely, yeah. It's only preseason too, so once the season really gets going, a lot more people will come out and watch the Varsity Saints play. Face-off win back to Donnelly. Donnelly, Draper. Try to go cross ice for Ertl, but covered by two guys there, and here's Pollock. Pollock, you could say, Norm, has been one of A21's better players, other than obviously Val Tarasenko, who's been all over the ice on the forecheck, but Pollock's been very smooth, very sound back there under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I've been impressed with this A21 team. We didn't really know what we were going to get, Lachlan, did we? Not a lot of information on this team. They didn't start too quickly this game, but it seems their confidence is just continuing to grow as they go along.
The Saints are a very good squad, as always, usually. They field a very competitive and a very good team every year.
Well, what I've always really admired with the Saints, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, is their kind of free-flowing style of game. Again, Coach Manning, he puts a lot of trust on his players, and that, again, he relies on skill and decision-making. And, you know, if you're going to play that style, there's benefits, but you're also going to have to learn to live with some mistakes as players learn to play that way. But it is a very fast, entertaining, interchangeable type of game.
While you're talking, a couple different things happened there. Alex Atwell made a couple of good moves before just losing the puck in the offensive zone, and Liam Taylor just getting frustrated with, I think Lee Knight there in the neutral zone. And again, there he is, Lee Knight causing another Saints penalty there.
Yeah, again, small in stature, but boy, he is an impact player, and he's made an impact on the game here tonight for sure. Again, we said earlier, for the lone goal by Tarasenko, Knight was the reason for that through his hard work.
Absolutely. So the Saints are shorthanded once again. And it is 3-1 for the Saints with 13 minutes left in the third period as Pollock has it at the top. Atwell pressuring. Now across to Gualtieri. Gualtieri throws it on net. Anders was in front there lurking.
So another quick little SAC fact for you, Lachlan, as we talked about how new this A21 team is, founded in 2012. In terms of the Saints, do you know what their initial league was called? They're in the CISAA now, but what was their initial league called?
Oh, man. To be
I'll
honest,
give you a hint. It was for over half a century. I'll give you another hint. There were 4 teams in the league.
was it the Little Big Four?
You are right.
Oh, yes.
The Little Big Four of UCC, St. Andrews College, Trinity College, and Ridley College.
I think the 4 gave it away, because other than that, I probably would not have guessed that, to be honest with you. So there's your history lesson for you folks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Hillier coming in across the line. Still shorthanded. Chance feeds it in for Baldessera. Baldessera backhander on net, and No whistle there, I guess. So I guess after that quick whistle that we had with Liam Stevenson in the second, the refs have decided to maybe lay off it a little bit. And Donnelly pressured by Sukov there. Hillier goes down, remains control of the puck. Wow, great job by Mark Hillier. Hillier just tried a little move in his own end there. Donnelly tried to clear it up there. Tarasenko has the wall sealed. Oh, almost intercepted by Mark Hillier there. And again, the aggressive penalty killing of the Saints with Baldessera and Hillier have been just torching this power play right now because they just can't seem to find really any open lanes. Donnelly just fired that one over the glass. I think he's got a...
So 7 seconds left to go in the penalty of Liam Taylor. By all accounts, it looks like the Saints will probably kill this one off as well. And we'd like to remind you that the player of the game will be coming up at some point before the end of this game. Have you got any ideas, Lachlan?
I mean,
Are you gonna play any, show any of your cards right now, or are you gonna keep them close to the vest?
I mean, I gotta think a guy like either Cariagello, Hillier, Galata, a lot of the senior guys on the team who've really been jumping up, but there's also a lot of guys that maybe haven't been doing a lot, like a guy like Josh Arico. We haven't mentioned his name a whole lot in the offensive zone, but he's been a key defensive role for the Saints, and he's been jumping up in the offense, and he actually assisted Mark Hillier's goal, the third goal. Here's Johnson coming in, and Landry intercepted that in his pass just too far for Galata, and Pollock will have it back. Pollock finds Reisner. Reisner closed off effectively by Roy there. And Johnston gives Bray a little shot there, and Baldessera comes in, and a little hey, how are you action there in front of the net.
Well, play seems to be a lot more evenly divided. Again, we mentioned early in the game, Saints had the lion's share of the possession. We talked about their aggressive forecheck, turned a lot of pucks over, but this A21 team seemed to be playing with a little more determination, a little more confidence. Certainly are breaking the puck out of their zone a lot better than they were at the beginning of the game.
The Saints aesthetically look a lot like they're playing better hockey than A21, but A21 is certainly keeping up with them now. And I think A21 really is bend but not break.
Right.
They have been pushed to their absolute limits, especially in the first period where they had, I think, 4 consecutive icings to start off the game where they just could not get a single thing going.
Well, they seem in this game at least to be very much a counter-attack, counter-punch type of team, aren't they? They're not really carrying the offense, but people like Tarasenko and Knight on the transition game are very dangerous.
Now here's Draper coming in 3-on-3. He's got O'Brien with him. Just didn't work out. Ertl in the corner as well. That's Alex Power on the ice, not Devlin O'Brien. Power sealed off now along the boards. Fights off a check of Anders. Here's Draper. Stick handling in a phone booth almost. There we go. Back up to Donnelly. Donnelly long shot save by Westman. Ertl fights off another check. Ertl trying to get it up to the point where Arico is. Knocked down by Healy in front of the net, actually, Arico's shot was. Oh, and just played in front for Ertl. Aggressive stick lift there. This line is really grinding here. A lot of really skilled guys grinding out here along the wall. And there's Robida, and I believe that was Alex Power. Now Arico. Arico looks for Draper. Draper winds, fires. Missed high and wide. Out of play.
So what is this phone booth you're referring to? What is that?
It's a hockey term where if someone's stick handling, you could say they're stick handling in a phone booth because they're stick handling in a tight area.
No, I'm just impressed. You know what a phone booth is.
Oh, I thought you were testing my hockey slang knowledge here.
No. I'm impressed. I'm more impressed that you know what a phone booth is than you knew what the Little Big Four was.
Well, I've been to London, England, so.
Okay.
Puck deflected up. Here's Jack Bray. Over to DD past Matthew Roy. Roy up to Liam Taylor. Back on the ice. Now Eganberger. Looked to maybe close his hand on that puck. Interesting play there. And the puck bounces around, and Gualtieri had a really good chance there in front of the net, but had Stevenson caught off guard out of his net a little bit. Here's Liam Taylor, who just flips it down, tries to just get an icing there for the Saints.
That was a great shift for Jordan Gualtieri, 5'7", 173 pounds. Again, local boy for that school from Windsor, Ontario. He did not give up on the doorstep, and he was almost rewarded for his efforts.
Absolutely. A21 continues to get their chances here as they're backstopped by Hardy Westman, and he's been terrific tonight. He also could be in the running for player of the game, who knows? Depending on events that happen with A21. O'Brien gets sealed off, but still remains possession here. Oh, pass for Jack Barr just didn't work. Barr turning. He's got two. He's got Sukov and Knight on him. And, Barr with a fancy move in between Sukov's legs there. Barr tries the toe drag around Knight. Partially works there. Saints break out. Up to Cariagello. Here's Devlin O'Brien. O'Brien carries it deep into the A21 end. O'Brien, skate to stick, back to his stick there. Dumped in by Barr. Here's Barr at the line. Chips it around Sukup. O'Brien with a quick shot blocked there. Here's Cariagello on the half wall, coming up to the point. Tries to feed it for Baldessera, and Baldessera and Virgilio. Oh my, look at this chance here. If Virgilio hustles, it's a 2-on-2. It's saved by Liam Stevenson.
Well, Stevenson flashing the leather there. He hasn't had a lot of work this game. Of course, he came in about halfway through the second, but he's looked very solid.
It was unfortunate there because Martin Sukup was at the end of his shift and was just looking a little bit tired there, so Virgilio was able to catch up with him there. Good job by Virgilio, and great job by Stevenson flashing the letter on Sukup. Here's Enrico over to Galata. Galata, that puck just skipped over Hillier's stick. Here's Hillier winding it up. Hillier, backhand, stopped by Westman.
Well, there was that speed you mentioned earlier, Lachlan, about Hillier coming in on the offside and still managing to create a scoring opportunity again with the speed that he possesses.
The defenseman also got a little bit flat-footed there. I know that feeling when the play just kind of halts for a second. Oh, here in front, Landry just tried to feed for Galata. Defenseman was just a bit flat-footed. Here's a shot from Donnelly, a save by Westman.
Good pressure here from the Saints. 7:29 left to go here in the third.
Galata and Johnson getting into it a bit. Cole Galata's a funny kid. He likes to mix it up a little bit.
Well, you need that on your team, don't you? You need a little bit of everything, and he provides that segment of the game for the Saints.
Cole Galata played on the line in minor midget New York Simcoe Express with NHL top prospect Quentin Byfield.
Wow.
Funnily enough, so he's been around a lot of star power in his hockey career so far. Hillier, just tried to go for Galata.
Yeah, Pavlik a little impatient there. Had he held that puck a little bit longer, his teammates would have had time to clear the zone, but he didn't, so the faceoff will come outside the Saints' blue line.
Riley Pavlik has played a very sound and efficient defensive game. Hasn't done a whole lot in the offensive zone, but he hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes in the defensive zone either. He's just played very sound and efficient game. Here's Matthew Roy off pass from Jack Bray. Up the middle for Power. Power, Ertl, shot saved by Westman. A dangerous clear there by Guillateri. Here's Bray. Bray dumps it back into the end for Ertl. Ertl tries to scoop that back in front, and Alex Power fell. And Draper breaks that play up at the line twice, actually. Draper had Ertl down low. This Draper-Ertl power line has been good because they're all three of them are big powerhouses.
Yeah, they grind it out, don't they?
Justin Ertl's a big body that you can put in front of the net who has a lot of scoring touch as well, a lot of upside to his game. And Keenan Draper's got a mega shot. Great release on Keenan Draper. Here's Roy. Roy throws it in front. Draper, not to mention Draper's a big body. Goes for the wraparound, doesn't work. Draper still got the puck. Here's Roy out in front. Great save by Westman.
That gives you an idea of Draper, and he is one of the bigger players on the Saints squad. How good hands he's got. I mean, he had the puck there in small confines and created two great scoring opportunities, one for himself and one for a teammate.
Yeah, and that Draper-Ertl power line. Ertl 6'1", 191. Power 6'1", 185. Draper 6'1", 181.
Yeah, I think they're familiar with all three of them in the dining hall.
Three big boys there. Great play by Virgilio. That's puck first. No penalty be called there. That could have been dangerous with Lee Knight and Val Tarasenko there. Great play by Virgilio to just desperation get back there. Here's Alex Atwill, Thunder Bay's own. Atwill, what puck control there to get it to Jack Barr. Barr will wind this up. Fires, shot save, rebound. Liam Taylor at side of the net. Atwill battling. Atwill gets it behind the net. Broken up by, again, Riley Pollock. Here's Liam Taylor. Oh, that was a strange little puck there.
I don't think the goaltender ever saw that.
No, Westman
Not cut
for
the
sure.
outside of the post.
It may have taken a few deflections before it made its way on there. Liam Taylor looks like he just threw that on net. Here's Sukup. Rico playing him. Sukup eaten up by Stevenson. I tell you, after that goal went in, Stevenson's been real solid. He's settled in, and he's been a really, really solid goalie here for the Saints.
Yeah, he has. He hasn't had tons of work, but I would agree with you. He looks a lot more confident out there maybe than when he first came in, and very good rebound control.
Oh, man. I felt that one. Arson just wind up and fired at Baldessera. Now look at, he's getting revenge here. Here's Baldessera. Look at him go. Oh, man. And Robida with a great defensive play on Baldessera there.
Well, what could be more painful than blocking a shot with your leg
And look at him,
and
he's still
then
going.
having the opportunity for a breakaway right after that?
Doesn't stop, that guy. Coaches absolutely love him. He's just a beast of a hard worker there. In front. Baldessera again. And it looks like it's in. Goal scored by number 11, Devlin O'Brien at the side of the net.
Well, after all the glorious scoring opportunities and apparently nothing play turns into a goal for the Saints, Devlin O'Brien shooting from what appeared to us anyway, from behind the goal line. The puck somehow found its way in, and the Saints go up 4-1 with 4:37 left to go here in the third period.
It looked like a funny angle there, but we thought Westman may have had it, and all of a sudden the Saints are celebrating at the side of the net there. Landry, Galata, and Hillier go right back at it. Just a failed breakout there. Here's Eschenberger. Eschenberger attempting to keep this puck in with Galata all over him. Oh, Galata smushes him right from behind. Oh, that's tough. Cole Galata, unfortunate there. He took a bit of a run there, and it's going to be called for boarding.
Well, another opportunity for this A21 power play. They haven't scored on it yet. Let's see what they can come up with. Taking the face-off for them is Jordan Galtari.
They control it. There's Archer on the half wall. Galtari, Archer. Battling there with Hillier and Landry. Landry gets it free. Two fast guys here, Landry and Hillier. Landry's going to try and feed Hillier. Saved by Westman. That's a great save there. On that 2-on-1 chance, short-handed no less.
Yeah, a lot of speed there.
Here's Arson. Over to Anders. Anders to Archer. Oh my goodness. Matthew Roy drops the shoulder on Archer there. My goodness.
He's had a good game.
Grade 11 with a ton of poise. Played up with the Varsity Saints last year as a grade 10 too. Not afraid to move the body around, as you just saw there. That was a major league hit there. Shot in front, and Anders tipped that just wide off Stevenson. Great save by Stevenson to stay in there. And here's Archer. Getting chased from behind by Landry. Hillier trying to force Pollock one way. Pollock moves it back to Gulatari, and Jack Bray is just able to clear there. Good clearing attempt there. These two defensemen, Roy and Bray, have been on the ice for a decent amount of time now. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Saints are up 4-1 with 2 minutes left in the period. Carigello, just flipped off his stick there. The Saints are now just trying to hang back and just keep the lead going. They have 3-goal lead here. Ride it all the way home. Dumped all the way down there by the Saints, and it actually gets through Westman's stick for a second there, so Val Tarasenko will get it. Up to Robida. Great move around Alex Power. Here's Robida in. Partial break there for A21, followed by Vincent Virgilio. Virgilio's played a really good game, as we've mentioned. Great block by O'Brien there. It's kicked out. It hops over Virgilio's stick in the corner. Sukup now to Tarasenko battling his way out in front. Shot, save, rebound. Another split save by Stevenson.
A great save, boy. He stretched the legs and he needed both of them to make a couple of saves.
Lee Knight got robbed in the other way, and Ertl, a shot gobbled up by Hardy Westman. Outstanding save by Liam Stevenson at the other end, though. Wow.
So with 1:54 left to go here in third, it is time for us to announce our player of the game. And as you mentioned earlier, Lachlan, we had quite a list that we could draw from, but I think we came to a consensus.
Absolutely. Our player of the game is Saints forward number 19, Daniel Baldessera. Scored a goal and has been involved in the play a lot with Cariagello on the offense, and also has been blocking a ton of shots. And as you saw on his last shift, blocked the shot, went for a breakaway, and kept battling after. He's just been all over the ice, grinding, working his tail off all over. So that's why he is tonight's player of the game. But it easily could have been a multitude of players.
Yep, and we should mention that we also consider Tarasenko,
absolutely,
Knight, and goaltender Hardy Westman as well.
Absolutely. Here's Donnelly into the Saints zone. Arico, oh my gosh. That's a high hit by Chen there. Saints will pull the goalie. Delayed call here. Cariagello hustling to the puck. The Saints will go on the power play once A21 touches the puck, which might not happen because Cariagello just walks around three guys. He's walked around a fourth and a shot saved by Westman.
So Cariagello, to use your telephone booth analogy, just went through all 5 players, A21 players on the ice, over the length of the ice, and got a great scoring opportunity for the Saints on that delayed penalty. So again, him showing off the tools there with now just 47.8 seconds left to go here in the third. As we mentioned, the Saints back in action again next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and we will have those games for you here on the SAC channel.
Absolutely. Great opportunity for viewers to tune in and watch your varsity hockey Saints. Great hockey being played here. Hillier, Galata tipped on goal. Here's Bars. They just hope to just wind down the time here in zone. Set up the power play. Here's Hillier, cross ice. Barr had the puck on his stick, ready for a one-timer, just didn't quite work. Barr works at the top. And down low. Oh, Galata. Great save by Hardy Westman.
Well, there, Westman must have heard us talking about him,
Man.
and he thinks we made a mistake by picking the player of the game because, boy, how was that for lateral movement? Getting from the left post to the right, threw out that big right pillow, made the save, and then
Absolutely.
snagged the rebound out of the air.
It's a shame there's only a couple seconds left in the game for that save to happen, but that could very well be our save of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And there is your final. Your varsity hockey Saints beat A21 Academy by a score of 4-1. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you next time. For Norm Fenning, I'm Lachlan McTagg. Thank you.